everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a little tutorial on how to make a accordion mini album style. The tutorial is mostly just to how you do the accordion part, because I'm sure you already know how to make the base of the album. So I have already cut everything. I will go through it with you, but I have already cut everything, and as you can see, I already have all of my pieces. I stitched on them. I already cut my chipboard just to make this video not so long, and because I really just want to show you how I do the accordion part. So I will tell you the measurements in centimeters, because we use the metric system in Portugal, and I really don't know how to work with inches. So you can either convert yourself or use your own measurements, because really once you know how to do it, you can use any measurements you want. Or I think that Amber at Bambi Deer has a tutorial as well, and she does use inches, so I will link it down below if I can find it. I'm pretty sure she has one, so I will link it down below. So for the base, you have to have a paper that measures 25.5 centimeters this way and 15 centimeters across, and then you would want to score at 2.5, 10.5, 15, 23, and then this is the 25, 23. That's how you'll score this way, and then on this side you will score at 2.5 again. And I'm sorry, but I did not measure on this side. You measure at 2.5, 2.5, and then at 12.5. Yeah, 2.5 and 12.5. That's how you score. I'm gonna put it in here, 2.5, and then a 10.5, so I can put it down below on the description box so you can see it. And then these pieces are 7/8 on this side and 9/9 on this side. So I'm gonna start putting this together. Let me sit down so I can do this better. So I could use hot glue to glue this, but I just use some double-sided tape to put these ones down, because then they're going to get the paper on top. So normally it's not really a problem, and this is actually not what I normally do. I haven't done one of these in a while. So actually what I do is I put a little bit of double-sided tape on the middle, and then I actually use glue, wet glue, to put them down, because you want to be able to move them around a little bit to make sure they are glued in correctly. I use this glue. I don't use much glue. Mostly I use double-sided tape or my hot glue, but this is when I have to use hot glue, this is the one I use. I've been using this one since I started crafting, I guess. I just picked this one up. I liked it and I never changed it. I know a lot of people are really fussy about what glues they use. They use more than one for different things, but I just use this one. And I hardly ever use hot glue, wet glue. Maybe I should use it more sometimes, I don't know. I really like when I see those videos and they have the really fine tip. Sometimes you just need to glue like a little thingy. Like you just have to lift the paper and put just a little bit of glue, and I can never do that because I have this one, and then my hot glue gun also just has this. I don't have a fine tip for it. So maybe I should get one of those really nice bottles with a fine tip. Okay, so I just glue it in here. You can see if it's okay. It is. Actually, I don't know why, but I think this is not exactly straight, but I don't think I will just glue it like this, so it's not a problem. Oh, and I just realized I forgot to cut the inside piece, so I will do that now, I guess. So now I'm gluing the other part. Okay, where's my... I need to get a better bone folder. This one is the one that came with my envelope scoreboard, and it's not really good. I need to buy one of those that's like wooden. I think they're a little bit narrower. I think they will be better. I've been using this one ever since I got my envelope puncher, which was like a few years ago. I'm not really good at buying crafty tools. I just use what I have. I don't really think about it. So, okay, this one is done. And now let's put this one on. Okay, I think that's right. Yeah. I'm using this chipboard that has the white on top. Okay, I think that's okay. Now I need to cut the middle part. So this is 4-2. Let's see. This has to be 9-9. Let's see. 9-9 and 9-9. Sorry, I totally forgot to do the middle part here, and then it's 4-4. I think. Let me check. Yes, I'm gonna do 4-3 so we can have a little bit of space. 4-3 here. 4-3 here. I have to cut this one by hand because I don't have anything that will cut this. My guillotine won't go through this, so I'm just gonna use my X-Acto knife to cut it, which is the size that I'm using. It's this one. So whenever I cut with my X-Acto knife, I always this is the size that I'm not gonna use, so if for whatever reason my hand like slips, I'm not ruining the part that I'm using. The other day I was seeing someone do this and they did it the other way around, and I was like, no, if you messed up, you're gonna mess your piece up. So yeah, I always put the side that I'm not using on the outside. I hope this is in frame. I think it is, but I'm not really sure because I cannot see the camera as I'm filming this. So I hope I'm in frame. I did a little test run before I started and I was in frame, but you never know. So that's it. It's actually fast. Let's see if I cut this right. Yeah, I think it's okay. Because you need to have space to, you know, you want to do this before you glue it down to see if it closes. Because sometimes if it's too close like this, it will just get like, if you know, it doesn't close properly. So it's best to just check it before you actually glue it down. I'm gonna use this one that's a little bit thinner for the tiny one here. And this. So has everybody started crafting for Christmas? Today is the 30th of November, so tomorrow is the first day of Christmas is the first day of December. It's actually a long weekend here. I'm off today and I'm off tomorrow, and next week it's the same. Monday and Tuesday I'm home. I'm so happy. Like 2 weeks in a row with only 3 days. It should be like that every day, every week, I think. So I am doing some videos, I'm doing a little bit of crafting. I have my advent calendars to send out. Actually, I have sent one out and I still have another one to send. I just filmed the project share of what I made, and I will be wrapping everything up this afternoon because I really want to send it out by Wednesday, at the latest Thursdays, to make sure that she gets it on time, because with Christmas, you know, mail always gets a little bit delayed because more people are sending mail out. So I really want to make sure that I have everything done to send at the latest Friday. But I'm really hoping that I can send it on Wednesday. See, it looks really cool. Everything is alright. So now I'm gonna glue these ones. I also use my double-sided tape to do this. So like I was saying, I really want to do record some videos between today and tomorrow. Maybe another tutorial, not really sure what, because my work schedule has changed. So before I had really I had more control of the time which I worked. It was more flexible, so I had way more time to craft, but now I have a more regular schedule. So right now with COVID, I'm a week home and a week at the office. So because I don't have to commute on the days that on the weeks that I'm home, I do have the same more or less amount of time, but on the other weeks that I have to go to the office, it's 9 to 5, so I really don't have as much time. And I really wanted to make more videos because I really haven't made any videos for YouTube lately. And I started it, so I really would like to keep it up. But yeah, I don't have as much time now. And actually it's not so much the time, but the energy. Because before I was in a office just by myself, and now I'm in a office where it's way more people and it's way more noise and people always coming in and out and the phone's ringing, and that really drains my energy out. So yeah, I just come home, I really don't want to do anything else, just lay on the couch, but it will be fine. So yeah, so I really thought I would take advantage of these days that I'm home to make some, maybe make some videos, finish my craft projects. And actually I started crafting for Christmas like in October, and yet I only managed to do the advent calendar swaps. So to all my pen pals, swap partners, I'm really sorry, but you will probably just get a New Year's Eve happy mail, not Christmas mail. And I have some birthdays now in December, and I really didn't manage to make anything in time, so everyone will be getting happy birthday mail a little bit late, and I'm really sorry. I hope that's okay. But you think you have all this time, and then you look and you have no time. It's like, just goes by so quickly. This year just went by like in a blur. You blinked and it was gone. Do you feel like that? I mean, we were all home, like it looked like we had more time, but it just went by so fast. I guess we just all said, oh, I'll do it later, I have so much time, and then later came and you had no time. At least that's how I feel. So I'm almost done with all this double-sided tape, and you will have to suffer through all of this double-sided tape because I don't know how to edit my videos. So I'm sorry. Maybe if you're crafting along, you are also putting down the double-sided tape, so it's okay. Just put it in here. And this is the last piece. See? And here we go. Okay. So that's it. Now we just peel it off and we glue everything together. And I really, really hope that I'm in frame. I really don't want to have to do another one of this. Here. Here. Bam, bam, bam. So, after this, I will probably will be making some birthday mail for my pen pals. There's one that's Tabby. Her birthday is tomorrow, so she will definitely not get anything on time. I'm sorry, Tabby. I hope you forgive me. I will message you tomorrow with some happy birthday, and I'm so sorry message that your mail will not be getting there in time for your birthday. I hope you won't be too mad at me. I really wanted to do everything, but like I said, time just disappeared. Now this side. I think that next year I need to start crafting for Christmas, like in February or something. At least like making some cards and, you know, just some cards, some envelopes, just some little things. So when Christmas actually arrives, you're not so overwhelmed that you have to do everything from scratch. So maybe I will do that. When I have time, I can do one little thing here, one little thing there. And now I'm just going to put these ones in here. I think they look super cute. Okay, but first let's put a ribbon. I really love this ribbon. It's like frizzy. What do you call this? Ruffly ribbon. I got sent this one from Misty at My Paper Cuts. She sent me a really cool package, inspirational package. It was mostly Alice in Wonderland themed. I really like Alice and I really loved it, and I love this ribbon. It's so cute. I have seen people haul this ribbon mostly in the States, and I thought it was really cute. So I was really glad when I opened it, the package, and it had some of this. I was really glad. So I'm just gonna eyeball it, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of washi tape just to keep it in place while I glue it with my hot glue gun, with my hot glue. I don't know why I call the hot glue always the hot glue gun. So I just put it a little bit just to keep it in place, and then I use my glue gun to glue it down. This one is a little bit ruffly, so it's a little bit difficult to, because I want it to be flat, because I'm still gonna put the paper on top. I want it to be flat on the page, so I'm just gonna do that. Let me get my finger protector. Where do I have that thing? I thought it's here. I got one of these. This is actually what you use in the office to when you have a lot of paper and you need to go through paper. So I just turn it around and I use it for the hot glue so I don't burn my fingers. I know you can buy something specific for this, but this is actually the exact same thing, so I just got one for free from work. I brought it home and now I can use it so I won't burn my finger. There, see, perfect. This glue is so stringy, seriously, really hate it. And now you can leave the washi tape on or you can take it, doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna take it off because I want to put some hot glue in here as well. See, just strings everywhere. So like this, let me just I need to get a glue gun that has a stand. This one is really annoying because it doesn't stand, so I just have to plop it like this, and sometimes it still has glue, and when I have a really big mess and it gets on top of things, it really sucks. I need to get one with a stand. I think it was Patty from Mommy and Me Crafts. I'm sorry, Patty, I don't remember. And she has a really nice one with a stand. It's really cool, and it has like fine tips. I need to get me one of those. Those are really cool. So let's see. Like this. Yep, I think it works. I really love this ribbon. So cute. So now I just eyeball it on the side. I don't really measure this part. I don't really think it's necessary. So what I do to make sure that it's more or less on the same place is I do put like this, and then I just go around and I see if they more or less they align. As you can see, they let's see, yeah, they more or less do like this. They do. So that's how I do it. I'm just gonna push it just a little bit more towards this side because I think that's better. Let's see if they, yeah, I think now they align perfectly like this. So let's do the same on this side with the glue gun. This, you really want to try and make it as flat as possible because otherwise the paper will just bulk and it doesn't look as good. Although this is my back part, so I'm still gonna put a lot of paper on top of this, so it doesn't matter that much. So let me just turn it around because I'm left-handed. And like so. Okay, I'm gonna put just a little bit more in here. I like to make sure the ribbon is glued almost all the way to the edge, because sometimes if you don't glue it, it can start coming off. So I like to make sure it stays glued almost all the way to the edge. I think it gets more secure like this. And all the strings. Seriously, it's ridiculous. Okay, so that's done. Now I'm gonna glue this and this one. For this ones, I also use just my double-sided tape. You can use your hot glue gun or some wet glue, whatever type of adhesive, whatever you want to use, what you think it's best. You can use the one you like best. I'm just gonna use my double-sided tape. This. Here. Oh, I just have. Let's see. I just cut this one in half. I need to buy some more double-sided tape. My store, they only have, lately they only have these big ones. I like to buy the one that's like half, but they haven't stocked that one for a while. I hope next time I go there that they do have it, because it's a really good size. I mean, sometimes we need really wide one, but mostly we need the not so big size, and I always have to be cutting it out. It's annoying. So yeah. So I like to do this, especially because I have stitching on it and I want to make sure that it really stays in it here. And this is not exactly great double-sided tape. I mean, it's good, but it's not amazing. It's like I buy it at what would be, I guess, the equivalent of dollar store in the US, or Poundland on UK, I guess. So it's not like amazing, but it does the job. So put it like in here and like this. Okay. And now let's do the middle one. I think this one. Let me already glue this one in here because I know I'm gonna need this one in here, because this one I think is the exact size of the paper. Let's see. Yeah, more or less so. A little bit on top. That's dun, 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 dun. Okay, and whatever, doesn't really matter what side you put it on. I'll try to align with this one in the top. Let's see if I don't want to put my head in there, so you don't have to see the top of my head, but I think it's okay like this. Yeah. And do it like this, and now this side. I already put a little bit of one in there, so let's do the other side. Take this out. Ah, damn it. I hate when I do this. Scheiße. Okay. I really hate when I have glued almost everything and then it gets crooked right at the end, and then you try to take it off and you just ruin the paper entirely. Oh man, it really gets on my nerves when I do that. And it has happened a lot of times. So I'm just gonna do that. Whenever I have something that is not exactly perfect, I like to put it at the bottom because it's easier to hide it that way. You can put just a little border on the bottom. And I think your eyes always are drawn more to the top of things instead of the bottom of things, if that makes any sense. At least that's how I feel. So whenever I have something that is not exactly perfect, I tend to put it in the bottom side. So again, I'm gonna align that one with that one. And there you go. I know some people, they do like to, whenever they line up the covers, they use an entire sheet of paper instead of being in pieces, they do the entire one. But I don't really like to do it that way because when you fold, I feel like it, at least for me, it always gets warped, the paper. So I prefer to do it this way, but you can do it any way you prefer it, of course. But for me, I think it looks, not only I think it looks better, but I think it's better, I guess, because for me the paper always worked. I don't know if it's the type of adhesive that I use or how I do it, but it always worked. You know, whenever I do this, the paper kind of slides away from it, so I prefer it to do it like this. I like it best. So, and now for the part that I'm actually doing the tutorial for, that is the accordion. So let me tell you the measurements. This paper measures, let me just, because I'm a moron, so I did not see. This one is 30.5 centimeters by 9, like this. Now, which one is the one? Yeah, it's this one. So the way I did it is you score at 7 in here, then 8, then 15, then 16, then 23, and 24. So as you can see, what I do is I create a little space in between the folds because I like to keep things chunky. So if you don't want to do it chunky, you can just do it like this. You don't need to create the space. So you can just do it like this. But because I know I always tend to chunky up my things, I do it like this. And you can make it as wide or as narrow as you'd like. You just do it. This one's, the space is 1 centimeter. If you want it wider, you can make 2, 2.5, it depends. Or you can just make it 0.5 centimeter, whatever. You can do it whatever size you want. And as you can see, my last one is a little bit smaller because this is the part that I'm going to glue in here. It doesn't have to be smaller, but this was the size of the paper that I had, so it doesn't really matter what size the last page is because I'm going to cover it anyway. In fact, I'm going to cover all of it. I'm going to put panels in all of the pages, so it doesn't really matter how small or how big this one is. I mean, it cannot be just a little tiny slip of paper because you do need it to glue it down, and it needs to be sturdy, of course, but it can be like just this small, just this small. If you have a piece of paper that it's only like the last bit is only just this small, it doesn't really matter, you can use it anyway. So like I said, this is how I do it. This is 30.5 centimeters by 9 centimeters because I want it to be a little bit smaller than the outside. and then I score at 7, at 8, 15, 16, 23, and 24. And then you just fold on the score lines like this, and this is what you get. Like I said, you can be as wide or as narrow as you'd like. And I'm gonna glue this part down in here like this. You can also, I want mine to open this side, but if you want it to open towards the inside, you can glue it on this side. I just prefer to do it like this, and it's actually this side that I'm gluing. This is the smaller side, right? Yeah, this is the smaller side. So this is how I'm going to glue it down. Let's use this one. Wait. Here. And I think this video is way too long for what I'm making. And I really hope that everything was on frame, because I'm gonna be so pissed if it's not, because I would have to do it again, which means I would have to make another album from scratch, which is annoying. So let's do it here, and let's see if we can put this little piece in here. Yeah, didn't need it to cut. So like this, and then you just take this out, and then make sure that you align this, because it's smaller, make sure that this part is aligned in here, because if you align it with this part, then this will be inside. You see, let me show you. If you were to align it like this, this will get on top of your middle part, so you need to align it with the outside part. So let's see if I can do this properly, and I just hope this is in frame. This. Oh damn! I'm just going to do it like this. I think it's better. Yep. Just make sure that I put this on the right place. Actually here. And there. So now you are left with this like this, and you can see it's on the inside, and then when you close it, it will be like this. Then you, of course, you still are going to decorate. Like I said, I'm still going to put panels on all the sides. I'm gonna stitch it, and I'm going to decorate it. And now I have space, so I can actually make it a little bit chunkier. I don't need to just use flat pieces, and then I might put a little pocket in here, or decorate just simply so it doesn't get too bulky. And I actually did a wide spine this time, so let's hope that I can embellish and not make it way too chunky so it stays like this, because I always make that mistake. I do the spine too small, and then I always end up with an album that doesn't close. So hopefully this time I did it right, and I think it looks super cute. It's really tiny, as you can see. This is 10 by 8 centimeters, and the spine I think is 4.5. Yeah, let me just check it. Yeah, the spine is 4.5 by the 10, and I think it's a really cute little mini album. And actually, this, you can make as many pages as you like. You know, this one, it only has like 1, 2, 3, and 4 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, but you can make it as many or as little as you want. You can make it, the album, bigger. You can make it smaller. I have made one that is like really tiny, like even tinier than this. I think it was like something like this. And you can add as many pages you like, or as little. You can do it just with 2 if you don't want to be embellishing too much. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please let me know if you have any questions below. If you make one, I would love you to tag me so I can see what you made. And like I said, I'm going to try and find if Amber does really has a tutorial with the measurements in inches, and I will link that down below as well. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and bye!